What happened to you? You used to be great. I mean, have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately? I mean, look at this. A little rough around the edges here. Wait a minute. Hitting the bottle. Not good. Not good. Question is, can I bring you back? Hey, welcome back everybody. You have reached the Bewildered channel. I'm Rob. That's the S1 1977 Lotus Esprit. This over here doesn't look like it, but this is a 1979 Lotus Esprit JPS. John Player Special, and it's not looking so special. It's a little crispy actually. This is the one I brought home. This is the one I scored for $700. Actually, I'll be giving you a breakdown of what the amount actually was at the end of the auction. As you know, any of you that have bought anything on, on an auction website, you'll know it's not the actual final price. It's inside, drying off. It was left out in the elements because I couldn't get the stupid wheels off. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get this off. All right, here we go. Take 5. Last one. I love working in the dark. All right, I notched off both sides. See if that did it, because it didn't work before. It feels like it's going on a lot easier. Here we go. Out. Last one. Woohoo! That was too easy. Wow. But now they're off. You can see them sitting over here. Yeah, for some reason they wouldn't hold air. They seem to be a little, let's just say slightly damaged. Rims are looking okay. They probably will need a little repair. Brought in some donors from the S1 temporarily. And put them on this car so that we can get them into the garage so I can begin to sort this thing out. So that's what we're going to be doing today, clearing it out, seeing what is still good, what's not. And I'm sure there'll be some surprises. So let's get started. This is where the real fun begins. Cleaning out what's left of the Esprit's interior. It's not glamorous, but someone's got to remove all the crispy, melted, completely unrecognizable bits of this car's past. Let's just say it smells exactly how you'd imagined. On the bright side, at least we're uncovering what's left of the body. Now, let's break down exactly what I paid for this burnt out beauty. The hammer price? $700. Sounds like a deal, right? But then came the buyer's premium, the admin fees, the taxes, which brought the total to $928.48. Almost $1,000 for a car that doesn't drive, doesn't roll, and barely exist. Was it worth it? I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. So we just have a few more bolts left to go before this burnt up body comes off. There's nothing there to get. There's two on this side. There. There's one there and one there. And I've already removed the other two on the other side. Then you have in here where the seatbelt was, I believe that's gone. There's a bolt there, but it's so rusted, I think I'm just gonna cut around that. And normally there's one up here in the footwell. That is still there and will need to come off, as well as that side. Over here, there's not that much left. And yeah, that's not good. There's a hole right there. So there's definitely some welding involved. We still have some verifying to do here. We'll get a better idea after this is removed, which hopefully will be done here really, really soon. Good news, something came in the mail, and it's from Sotheby's. They originally said they didn't have anything for me, and then with a phone call, I discovered there was. I knew there was. So let's find out exactly what they sent me. I'm kind of excited. Hopefully, this will give me some more information on the car that I got. Ooh. Title. Oh wow. A surprise package arrived from Sotheby's. I was so excited to dig into the history of this JPS. The title? Yep, it's there. But the rest? Just paperwork for a failed sale attempt to someone in Puerto Rico. It's not much help, but hey, the hunt for the car's history isn't over yet. Let's hope the next clue is a little more exciting than this stack of dead-end documents. Just more paperwork from the car. Huh. Kind of cool. Yep, let me cut that.
Yep, there it is.
Okay, you have snips.
Yeah.
Just snip that.
Will this work?
Oh yeah. Oh.
There we go. There we go. I think we're ready. Okay, now for the dramatic part, removing what's left of the body from the chassis. You'd think after decades of fire it would just fall apart, but no. Battery cables, fuel lines, and another few stubborn connections held on for dear life. Once I found them, snip snip, and the body was finally free. It's like watching a phoenix shed its ashes, sort of.
Okay, bro.
Yeah. There it is, done. Well, with the body off, we get our first look at the chassis, and it's rough. Fire damage here, rust there, and more than a few areas screaming for some welding. Guess I'll need to brush up on my welding skills because this frame isn't gonna fix itself. The journey to restoration just got a whole lot more interesting. There you have it, folks. The body is off the car. And it was a bit of a challenge, took some work, but it's gone. Now we can finally see the frame. It did sustain some damage from the fire, unfortunately. And so I need to look at those parts and see what can be done, if anything. The good news is we're still intact here. And this will be the subject of another video. So stick around for that. If you like what you're seeing, I could really use the support. Please just do that click, like, subscribe thing so that I can maybe get a little more potentially monetary support behind this thing. Otherwise, I'm going to be going back to the S1 very soon, but I think there's something that can be done about this guy right here. We'll see. Stick around for that. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all of the wonderful comments from the last video. I loved it. And there seems to be a lot of interest around this. And if there continues to be interest for the JPS, we might have to do something about it. So until next time, guys, have a good one. I'm going to get back to work.